Tuesday, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Live from the Hombre Cave. Hope you guys had a great weekend and had a good week remaining part of your week last week. Things have been pretty exciting here around the Hombre Cave. Got lots of stuff to talk about today, including preparing for the masterclass, which we're going to start next Tuesday on the tasting, the palate development. So if you're new to wanting to taste the flavors and tequilas and stuff, the masterclass is going to be the thing to do, and we'll make sure to pump that up too, so we get more people involved in it. But later on in this episode, I'll go over preparations for next week's first class, and then we'll do it like every Tuesday. We'll do the masterclass for the palate development. So some other things that we should talk about first, some announcements and such. Probably should wait for a little more people to come in, though, before I go crazy on all the announcements. So what's going on with you guys? Who's here? Sound off, say hello, let us know who's here. I'd love to see who's watching today and who's visiting with us. We're going to have some interesting stuff to talk about today. I'm kind of excited because I got some new information I think people are going to be excited to hear about the tequila industry and stuff like that, as well as some other stuff about some products that are coming out that should be good too. But we started this a little early. I started it 10 minutes early, so I figured I'd give time for people to come in and say hi and see what's going on and get situated, since it is a Tuesday and things have been kind of crazy today. So we had all kinds of weird stuff happening today. Parking garages collapsed in New York, so all kinds of weird things. Hey, Cole Center's here. Good evening from Texas. Hey, Texas. Bienvenido, welcome. Glad you can make it, Cole. I still haven't gotten your samples out yet. I apologize. I'll get those out. My wife is the one that sends those out, and she's been out on business, so I apologize for that, but we'll get those out for you. Hey, Ivan! Bienvenido, welcome. Glad you can make it. Good to see you, my friend. Glad you're here. Hey, Abel. I'm well. How are you? Bienvenido, welcome. Glad you can make this episode. Good to see you guys, all my amigos and amigas. All right, so let's see. We got 5 people here now. It normally gets up to about 14 here, but we'll wait for some more people. So what's going on with you guys? What did you guys think of the 6 brand video that I did yesterday? It seems to have gotten a lot of attention, which is good. But I decided, it's time to talk about some of these brands out there that are really good, that are additive free, that no one's talking about, that deserve a little attention. So I figured, why not, open the conversation up about some of these amazing brands that are available out there that are inexpensive. Like this, you can get one of the Nias for under $70, and then the other ones are like $40 and $50, which is great considering some of the pricing that's going on right now with some of the other stuff that's out and about. So these are some good quality tequilas at a very reasonable price. So I figured, it's good to have a conversation about these things and let everybody know what's going on, and make people aware of them so they can try them and support these small brands that are doing it right with no additives, making good quality tequila, and providing stuff that we can enjoy for, a very reasonable price. And these are all very passionate people behind these brands, and they do good work. So I think they deserve the recognition and deserve to be talked about. So hopefully some of you guys will try them and post about them and give them some of the love that they deserve. Great list. Okay, thank you, Evan. I'm glad you liked it. Have you tried, which ones on the list have you tried so far? Have you tried them all, or I know some people have tried them all, but hey, Beyond Barrels. Hey, Chris. Bienvenido, welcome. Oh, Cole Centers is behind the 8 ball on this one. He hasn't watched it yet. Been crazy busy with work. I understand. Yeah, work, is important. You got to get the work done. But hey, the Tequila Hombre is important too. We had some more people show. Let's give it a little more time, but let's just chat a little bit here. But it's a really good video. It's gotten crazy response to it. People are loving it. It's got good information. It's got some good options where you don't need to chase the fortalezas, and stuff like that. You can get some really good stuff for very inexpensive, which is good. Hola, Al Martinez. Bienvenido, welcome. Now, one thing I'm going to share too here on the Hombre Cave, I'm not going to share it anyplace else, I don't think. I think because you guys are the coolest. So, just so you know, like all the pricing on Ferment and Still, I don't know if you noticed, we kind of made some changes with our partners, and all the prices have come down. They've come down. So we've gotten better pricing on Ferment and Still, and then the shipping cost has dropped to $14.99 for however many stuff you order. So $14.99 flat rate. And what it basically is $9.99 shipping plus $5 for this signature required, because by law you have to have adult signature required on any alcohol that you ship. But it's a great deal right now at Ferment and Still, and the pricing has all come down on a bunch of stuff. So there's some deals to be had. So make sure if you've been looking for picking up some amazing tequilas, that you get a Ferment and Still and grab some stuff. So and check it out. What is your favorite Star Wars TV show? I have a hunch. I don't know. Maybe The Mandalorian? I do like Mando. I do like, and Grogu. I'm a big fan. I'm a big Grogu fan. So, yes, but we do watch The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. It's a great show. I love it. But my daughter, we went shopping for some clothes for me, and she liked this shirt, so we picked it out and I bought it. So, oh, the Santa Leza Repos, yeah, it is really good, right? And of course the Carrera, yeah. That one's really good. Yeah, I really enjoy the Santa Leza Repo. Surprised me. Yeah, it is really good. And for those of you that don't remember from the video, the Santa Leza comes from a little known distillery called Bonanza. It's very tiny. I even included a video tour of the distillery in the review video that I did of the Santa Leza originally. It's a tiny, tiny distillery. I mean, literally, it is you could walk from one side of the distillery to the other and cover it in less than 20 steps. 20 steps lengthwise and probably 10, 15 steps the other way. It's small. It's tiny. But they do a very good job with their tequilas. And the guy that owns it and runs it is very passionate about doing it right too. No additives and stuff like that. So, and he comes from a tradition of a family tradition of great tequilas. So it's a good, solid brand, but a lot of people don't know about it. It's actually owned by God, I'm drawing a blank right now. It's owned by, what's their name? Chopin Spirits owns them. Chopin Spirits, and they did a great job with it. They sourced out the right distillery, made sure that they were following the right processes and stuff, and it's good, and it's just pretty widely available. We have it at Ferment and Still for a very good price, but you can get it at other places too. You don't have to buy it from Ferment and Still, but it's very good. And the Luna Nueva is very good too. I was really impressed with the Luna Nueva. And I'm going to bring them on for an interview sometime here on the Hombre Cave to talk about their brand and how they did it and stuff like that. I'll get a hold of the owners, and I've already been talking to some of their people, and they said they'll put me in touch with some of the founder and stuff, and we'll get him on here to talk about his story and stuff. I was really impressed with the brand, and of course, it's made by Sergio Cruz, who's like a legend out of 1414. He is an amazing master distiller. They did a fantastic job with this tequila. I really enjoy it. I like it better than some of the other stuff that they've recently come out with. It's like that Vivo. I wasn't impressed with that one at all. But Luna Nueva is nice. It's a nice brand. It's very good. So if you haven't tried that, grab some bottles of that too. Very enjoyable and very affordable. It's not expensive at all. It's not crazy expensive like that 11 Bricks is. Oh my God. Did you guys see the pricing on 11 Bricks? My God. That stuff, crazy for a Blanco. I would never spend $359 for a Blanco. Never. I would never do it. But here's the reason why. We're gonna go in and get into some of the nitty gritty, dirty stuff with the tequila industry. But here's why 11 Bricks is so expensive. Everyone wants to blame the retailer, but don't blame the retailer. Okay, 11 Bricks could be had in Mexico originally for $80. You can buy $80 directly from Cascaween at their distillery store. Right, $80. So what happens is it is. I have some of it here. Let me see. What is it? Don. What is it? It was Don Madero or something like that. What is it, Don? Oh. Don Mateo. It's Don Mateo. Don Mateo Mezcal. So he imports all that stuff. But he is the importer of all the Cascaween products, since he does stuff with them with the Siempre Valles line. The Siempre Valles ancestral stuff is made by Cascaween. So he got the 11 Bricks and imported it into the U.S. Now, the prices that you see up on the retailer sites are crazy because the wholesale price on it is whacked. All right, and normally you're not supposed to share what the wholesale pricing is on this stuff, but the wholesale pricing on this bottle is $155. That's what the retailers are paying for it, okay? So it's $155 wholesale cost to the retailers. And then what they do is they say, oh, you are allowed a certain allotment of product that you can have, and that's based on how much Cascaween you buy and you sell. Well, we sell a lot of Cascaween. We sell a lot. And we buy a lot from the distributor. We're one of the largest agave retailers online in the state of California. We're one of the largest buyers from the distributors. So we sell a lot. Ferment and Still sells a lot of agave products. We process a ton of orders a day. So we were only allocated 3 bottles, 3 bottles of 11 Bricks. So what happens is when the retailers have said, hey, you've sold all this product and we're only giving you 3 bottles, this stuff is super special, super, and then people are going to pay, all kinds of crazy price. So then the retailers go, well, I want to get the most for what I got. I don't want to sell it too cheap, and I don't want to have somebody else buying it and then reselling it and making more money than I made on it. And so they, of course, tacked their price on it. And the lowest I've seen is $359. $359 for the 11 Bricks, which is crazy. For a Blanco, it's stupid. It's stupid. It's crazy. I don't care how good you think the Blanco is. It is not worth $359. That's stupid pricing. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's not worth it. Don't buy it. Leave it on the shelf. It's not worth it. You're not missing anything. For $359, don't buy it. Okay, and people are sitting there going crazy over extra añejos being $500, $499, $700 for the Diablito Rojo, but those are an 8 to 10 year investment for these people. A Blanco they cranked out in a weekend, and just had it fermenting for the rest of the week, and it's done in a week. And they want to charge $359 for a Blanco. No, don't do it. I don't care how awesome you've heard it is. You're not missing out on anything at $359. And the more that we refuse to pay stupid prices like that, the better we're going to be at getting better price stuff. Okay? And the reason why I say this is because prices of agave is coming down. So if you hear people saying, well, it's because the price of agave, that's a big hunk of bull. Prices of agave are coming down. Agave is getting cheaper. Agave is getting cheaper. So we should start seeing some prices coming down. And if they don't come down, we just don't buy it. And if we don't buy it, it sits on the shelf until they bring the price down, right? It's a supply and demand issue here. So we're going to have 2 bottles of 11 bricks on our site, and it's probably going to be a ridiculous markup on it because my partners want to make money on it. And hey, the partners want to make money, they're going to charge what they want to charge. So it's probably going to be a stupid price. It's probably going to be somewhere like $500. I'm guessing that's probably what the partners are going to want to charge. They're not going to listen to me about, hey, we should, they don't care. They want to make money on it. Everyone wants to make money on it. That's what they're in the business to make money. So it's probably going to be a stupid price on ferment and still. And I apologize for those of you that see it. It's not me. I didn't make up the pricing. It's the partners, and it is what it is. But we only allocated 3 bottles, so they're going to jack the price up on it. It's going to be stupid. It's going to be stupid pricing. I wouldn't even buy it from ferment and still. So don't buy it. Don't. Just let it sit there until people get crazy and get better pricing. Yeah, Cascouine makes good stuff. Yeah, but there's other Blancos out there that are far better, and you can get better pricing on it. Like the Carrera Blanco, that stuff's amazing. That blows anything Cascouine makes out of the water. Anything they make out of the water, it blows it away. The new Carrera CTB 045 blows anything Cascouine makes out of the water, and you can be had for $50. Yeah, $50. It's amazing stuff. It blows anything I've ever had, any other Blancos out of the water. I've had everything Cascouine makes, I've had. Except for the 11 bricks, and I won't pay the stupid price for it. But I work it out where somebody wants to send me a bottle, so I'll probably just take that anyway. But the Carrera Lote CTB 005 is far better than anything I've ever had from Cascouine, and it's $50, $50. Yeah, very affordable, and it's super tasty. Well, thanks, Ivan. Yeah, I'm just letting you guys know the way I feel. Some people are like, you don't have a filter, you need, but no, it's stupid. It's stupid. And I can sit here and tell you, oh, it's the most delicious tequila I've ever had. You should spend the $400, especially those that aren't paying the $400. You see a lot of these other influencers. I hate the word. I'm not an influencer. I consider myself an agave educator. I don't consider myself an influencer, but you see those Instagram influencers out there that have their bottles of 11 bricks that they got in Mexico for $80, or somebody picked it up for them in Mexico when they were there for $80. They didn't spend $400 for it, and they wouldn't spend $400 for it, but they'll tell you all day long how great it is, how special it is, and how everyone should buy it, because that's what they're paid to do, right? They're paid to do that. So I'm not paid to do anything. I don't get paid to do these videos. I do them because I want to get the information out that I think people need. And it's you guys that do the memberships with me, that are members of the channel and stuff, that help cover the cost on all this stuff. I don't charge brands for reviews. They just got to send me bottles, sealed, retail bottles, and then I'll let everybody know if it's good or not and support the brand if it's good. But don't get caught up on FOMO. You're not missing out on anything. Seriously, nothing could be that good as a Blanco that you want to spend $500 for it, $400 for it. Too much, way too much. So leave the 11 bricks on the shelf. Hola, hombre. Hey, hola, Frankish. How are you doing, buddy? Glad you can make it. Bienvenido. So the Carrera Blanco, though, $50 for this CTB 045. Best Blanco I have had so far today. that I can remember. So amazing. I've polished off easily 14 bottles of the Blanco since I first talked about it, first got it here in the U.S. It's that easy to drink, and once you pop the top on and pour your first pour, half the bottle's gone. Half the bottle's gone in like 10 minutes. It's so good. So easy to drink, so delicious. It's dangerous. I have to keep ordering more bottles because I keep going through them. So, and the 54% is coming. It's coming. It's on its way. They're picking it up this week, so it should be here in 2 weeks. That's the high proof, the 108 proof Carrera, which is going to be so amazing. So amazing. You guys are going to love that stuff. It's going to be crazy good. It's going to rock to the core of the tequila industry. It's that good. But I'm going to do a review. I'll get a bottle. I got a bottle coming. It should be coming here today. It should be here today. They sent me one from Mexico. And so I'll be able to show that to you. Hopefully I'll do a review of it tomorrow, if it comes tonight like it's supposed to. I'll show you the bottle. I'll do tasting notes and stuff on it, and we'll do a review, and it's going to be amazing. You guys are going to love it. So thanks for the info. I agree. I'll stick with, there you go. Carrera. Tony, I know, is a big fan of the Carrera Blanco. I turned him on to it, and he keeps telling me that he keeps drinking more and more of it. It's amazing stuff. It really is. And for $50, you can't beat it. You really can't. I don't see 11 bricks coming anywhere near as good as that. The Carrera 108 proof is going to be nowhere near, and it's going to be a lot less expensive. My guess, I don't know the exact pricing for the Carrera 108 proof, but I'm guessing it's probably somewhere in like $70, $80, maybe less. They're very reasonably priced, which is great, which makes it, super affordable for everybody. So, all right. So, some other news for those of you that are Fortaleza fans and love your Fortaleza. The Fortaleza drought will soon be over. Yeah, soon be over. I was talking to some of friends from Fortaleza today, and they're building a new distillery, and the property right across the street from where the existing one is, they're going to be expanding, so they're going to have expanded production. So the new distillery, I guess, is set to open in December. And so you'll see Fortaleza showing up in larger quantities on the shelves, so you'll be able to get it. For those of you that have been crazy and chasing it, I don't drink it. So, but those of you that are crazy about it, it will be coming. You'll see more of it start showing up on the shelves right around December of this year, January. So it's going to be good. And then the pricing of agave is coming down. It's coming down because there's a lot of agave. So people keep saying there's shortages. No, there's a lot of agave. The prices are coming down now. So we're in the part of the cycle where the agave prices are coming down because there's so much agave that's been planted that some people even say they think that there's going to be agaves rotting in the field. They can't harvest them fast enough. So what that means is you'll see a lot of quiotes going up, and they just have to let them die off, but hopefully they'll collect the seeds and replant, and that way they'll have a better biodiversity amongst the plant, which is a better produces healthier plants, healthier agave, and less susceptible to disease and fungus and virus and stuff like that. So, but same base agave quality, and so for what? Same base quality agave for what? For Carrera, yeah, it's amazing. They grow their own agave up in around us. So yeah, it's the agave quality for Carrera is amazing because it's the Camarenas. They grow their own agave up there. They have their own ranch. So they're pulling like really, and their agaves are huge, beautiful, super ripe agaves. They know how to do it right. They make a lot of money off of selling their agaves just from their farm, but they have a ton of property and they have a ton of agave available. So their agave for Carrera is amazing. For the expanded production, they source their agave. Fortaleza sources their agave from every place everybody else does. So it's not going to change. Will the Salsas be the next tequila salsa? Well, the Salsas are the tequila salsa. But will Guillermo be? No, he won't. They're just making. Right now, the stills they have at Fortaleza are too small. They're tiny. They're the same stills that his grandfathers used. So he's just going to have bigger stills, bigger production capabilities, but he's still going to do the same thing. It's all going to be to own and stuff. He's not going to do the same thing that his grandfathers did in ruining the Salsa name originally by selling it to Beam Suntory. That's who owns Salsa, by the way. For those who don't know that, it's owned by Beam Suntory. They own Salsa and they own El Tesoro. So, yeah, they won't. They won't. No, Guillermo's a stickler for quality and stuff. So you won't see that happening. Guillermo's a good guy. I like Guillermo. I talk with him every once in a while. We're friends on Facebook. And matter of fact, I'm really good friends with Tony Saez, who's the El Tequileno master distiller and owner. And we're hanging out with him at the hotel one time, having drinks. And Guillermo came with some of his friends and his girlfriend and stuff and sat next to us at the restaurant. But I wasn't talking to Tony, and Tony was a little miffed about that. But we sat around and chatted a little bit and said hi to Guillermo. He's a good guy. And he comments on some of my Facebook posts every once in a while. Guillermo's cool. Very laid back, chill. I like him. He's nice. But he's going to do everything right. He would never do anything that would jeopardize the reputation that Fortaleza has. So you should see an expanded production of Fortaleza. More products showing up on the shelf by the end of the year, early next year. And the price is coming down because agave prices are coming down. So you heard it first here. Matter of fact, I know somebody that said that they normally right now, like the prices at the high point, we're probably somewhere around 30 cents, 35 cents, maybe as high as 40 cents per kilo, or 30 pesos, not 30 cents, 30 pesos per kilo. And as high as 40 pesos per kilo. I've heard somebody say that they saw a contract, because what happens sometimes is a farmer plants a field. A distillery will then contract with them to say, hey, in 6 years or when those are ripe, I'll buy them for you for this amount. And there was one contract that a friend of mine who's a master distiller and distillery owner said he saw it as low as 15 cents, 15 pesos, and it got per kilo, which is a really half price. So he sees the prices coming down as well, and many other people I've talked to said that we're going to see a lot more reasonable prices for agave. So that kind of helps with things. And a lot of these brands that were coming out too, new brands, a lot of them are dying. They're falling because people don't realize that to run a tequila brand, it costs a lot of money. A lot. You need at least $1 million to properly get an agave brand, a tequila brand, off the floor. A minimum should be $5 million to successfully launch a tequila brand. It's not cheap. It's expensive. So there's a lot of people that bought their first batches thinking I'm going to do this, and they run out of money. So a lot of these brands that you've heard about and stuff before, we're going to see going away. So some of the ones that I promote in the videos, like I did the 6 brands that no one's talking about, because they're good brands and I like to see them be successful because they're doing it right. And let all the additive brands go out of business. Those are the ones we don't like anyway. So hopefully, no, Beam Century, no, they won't ruin El Tesoro. They consider El Tesoro their luxury brand line. So they're treating it like that. They're respecting it and stuff. So you won't see them ruin it. So don't worry about that. But the Salsa stuff is their budget mixer line. Their low quality line for people that want to do shots and mixers and stuff. They've got that covered. So the El Tesoro, they consider it their luxury line, their high-end line, and they're treating it so. So it gets treated with a lot of respect. And it is, they have a contract, a lifetime contract, where it cannot leave La Alteña. So you won't see them ruin it. La Alteña has to be the master distiller as long as it's a brand. That's in a lifetime contract that they signed when they sold the brand. So you won't see it going anyplace else. You won't see it get ruined. Carlos will always be running that. That's his grandfather's legacy. And he made sure when he sold it that remains the case. So, and that it's, gets produced and stays with La Alteña. So you guys, give me a like for the information I'm sharing here. There's only 4 people that gave me a like so far. Come on. Click the thumbs up button. Give me a like. Come on. I'm giving you guys all this great insider information. Least you can do is click that thumbs up button and give me a like. So, what are the other things we want to talk about today? Aging projects. How are you guys' aging projects coming along? I'd love to hear what's going on. I did a tasting last week on Mr. Baraldi. I'm horrible with remembering names. I think it's Baraldi. From Boston, our Boston guy, Chris Baraldi. I talked about his aging projects. They were good. I didn't mind him at all. I thought his G4 was the better of the two, but he's doing some good stuff with this. So how are your other guys' aging projects coming along? Have you tasted them recently? What do you got going on? Come on, sound off. Let me know what's going on with those aging projects. I want to hear how they're coming along. That's a relief. Yeah. Oh, I know for those of you that know that I'm doing the wine thing too, I've got 2 Cabernet Sauvignons. 2 Cabernet Sauvignons that I'm going to be bottling this week, probably tomorrow. They've been actually aging with aging staves in them, and it's worked out better than I thought. They are delicious. They're really good. So the aging staves, if you want to do a home wine kit where you like to make a good red, you need to throw wood in there to age it because they have to go in barrels. The aging staves work great for that too. So you can do it for home aging wine, beer. You can do cocktails with it. Some people make Negronis and stuff and put them in a big jug and then toss the aging staves in with the Negronis. All kinds of stuff like that. You can do all kinds of things with these aging staves. That's one of the thing I really like about them is the versatility. But I'm going to do some more aging projects myself here. I just got to think about what I want to do. I've got some Blancos that I want to age. So that's going to be some good stuff coming up with that as well. And I'll let you guys know what we're going to do for the aging project so you guys can watch along and see how things progress on them. I know I still own Brian and Cole Center's their samples. I'll get those out to you for the other aging projects. I've been just behind the 8-ball on that stuff, so. Mr. Beyond Bandage, yeah, Chris, you can ship to Canada, right? It's just wood. I think he ships all over the world, so I don't think shipping to Canada is a problem. Oh, you're not set up for international yet? Does there? Can you just like figure out what the? Because you can mail anything internationally. You don't need to really be set up for it, right? You can just figure out what the postage is to send it and send it, right? You do it on the U.S. Postal Service website. You can figure out Canadian postage and stuff. It's not like you need licensing to do it. You think it's more complicated tax-wise? No, it shouldn't be. It should just matter of just putting it in an envelope and sending it. I don't think you have to worry about taxes. It's not like liquor or anything. You're just sending him a couple of wooden dowels. I wouldn't think there'd be any problems with that. He said, we'll chat. Okay. Maybe send it to North Dakota and he can pick it up. Maybe that'll work too. But there shouldn't be any issues with just putting the wooden dowels in an envelope and sending them to Canada. I mean, I've mailed stuff to Canada before. Never had problems. Oh, Canada, my home and native land. True patriot love is where my man. Something like that. I used to know really good from all the hockey games I go to, but yeah, he can definitely ship to North Dakota. He doesn't have to worry about taxes for North Dakota. The Black Mountains of North Dakota. Pretty good, man. I love the Canadian national anthem. I like the Canadian national anthem almost better than the U.S. national anthem. It's got a much like cooler sound to it. It's got a good sound to it. I love Canada. Eh? Hombre. Ethan Grant. All right, so let's talk a little bit about our masterclass, right? I'm giving you guys a free masterclass just for being subscribers here. How cool is that? We're going to work on developing your palates. I mean, we're going to have the Hombre tasting army here. You guys are going to be like freaking captains of culinary. Superheroes of savory. I don't know. Something like that. We got to think of something cool, but we're going to develop your palates, all right? We're going to work on doing palate development together. It's going to be fun. It's going to be cool. It's going to be work, okay? It's not going to be easy. It's going to be work. We're going to have to work at it. So here's what I want you to do. Here's your assignment, okay? First of all, you're going to get a journal. You're going to get a tasting journal. So buy a notebook. My tasting journals, just so you guys know, I do little bound notebooks like these, right? So in here, I normally put like all my tasting notes and information when I'm doing reviews and stuff. Information about the brands and stuff. All that. I keep a journal. And that way I can reference back things, but it also, with the tasting journal, it's going to allow you to kind of really absorb and explore what you're tasting, okay? And to really help you identify it better, because it's going to force you to pay attention to it. And that's one of the key things. So we're going to have a tasting journal. And your homework to get things started for the first class, this is what you're going to need to bring. I wrote it down in my tasting journal, but I need a new one. I filled this one up. But I fill these things up and then I just stash them in a drawer. Where's my notes? I closed it up. I shouldn't have closed it up. All right, so oh, wow. Yeah. Where's my notes? Let me find the page that my notes were on. I closed my journal to show you guys, and then I lost the page. All right, that's our Artenom Selection. Yeah, where is it? Oh, no, I lost the page. Let me think it's back here, maybe. That's what happens. Don't ever close your tasting journal when you wrote on the back of another page because you ran out of pages. I need to retire this journal and get in and pull the new one out. Where is it? Wow. There's my notes on Inspiro. Oh, that's cool. Here we go. Tasting tequila. Yeah, that's good. That's from the other one I did. All right. Well, I'm just going to have to go from memory here. So, oh, here we no, that's not it. Oh, did I put it on? Shouldn't have closed the page. All right. Well, here's the homework. I've closed the page, but I think I can remember it. I wrote my notes down. Oh, if you guys see these notes in here, oh man, I'll tell you, you'll have your own tasting journals here soon enough. Ooh, I have tasting notes from Sincoro in here. Nice. Well, they weren't very good. That's that. Where is it? You get old. You get to do stupid things sometimes. All right, well, at least the likes are up to 10. Let's see if we get some more likes while I'm doing this real quick. Click that thumbs up button if you haven't already done it yet. Give me some likes, and we'll work on the masterclass stuff here. Jukes. Shabba. All right, well. Yeah, it's got me all excited. I closed up my journal. No, I can't find the page. When I'm done with this episode, I am going to get out a new journal so that way I can't lose the page anymore. Okay, that I know. Alright, well, here's your homework. So for next week, I want you guys to go to the grocery store. And you're going to go into the spices and seasoning section of your grocery store. And you're going to pick up cinnamon sticks. And we want to do fresh stuff. So grab new stuff. Cinnamon sticks. You're going to grab some nutmeg. Fresh nutmeg. Some cloves. You're going to grab some cardamom. You're going to grab some vanilla bean. And is that right? Vanilla bean, cardamom, star anise, or star anise, or star anise, however you pronounce it. Star anise, star anise, not star anise. I don't say star anise, but star anise or star anise. Grab some of those and have them ready for next Tuesday. And then for probably 2 weeks from then, you're going to place an order for some tequila because we're going to do tasting through some tequila. So the first thing is pick up a bottle of the Carrera Blanco because everyone said they want to do Carrera. So grab the Carrera Blanco, the Lote CTB 045. You can check your local place and see if they have that in. If not, you can order off of Ferment and Still. We have it in stock there. The Lote CTB 045. And then grab a bottle. Let's try to think of stuff that's readily available. That's not expensive too. Well, grab any of this. Grab the 6 bottles of the 6 brands that I did the review of in the last video. We'll work on those. So Luna Nueva, you can just do the Blanco. Just do the Blanco now, okay? So the Blanco from Luna Nueva, the Blanco from Santa Leza, the Blanco from Carrera. If you wanted to do Nueva Uno, you can do Nueva Uno too. That one's going to be a little pricier, so you don't need to do that one if you don't want to. And let's start with those. Let's start with those three. So Luna Nueva, Santa Leza, and Carrera. And you'll grab a bottle of Viva Mexico too. Viva Mexico Blanco. You can find that at Total Wine in some states. So if you have a Total Wine in your state, you can go look for it there. It's fairly inexpensive at Total Wine. They have carry it, but I don't know what state it's in for Total Wine. But if you wanted to save time and not have to run around looking for it at Total Wine, Ferment and Still, we have it at Ferment and Still. So, can you post the list? Yeah, I can. Yeah, but not everybody in the Discord is in the Hombre Cave. So it's easy. Just write it down. Get a piece of paper and a pen. We'll give you some time here, and then just write it down, okay? Or you can come back and revisit this episode. It'll be up on the Hombre Cave. You can go back and revisit it and write it down then. But grab a piece of paper and a pencil. I'll wait, because I'm looking for the list here anyways. I don't know what to do with it. That's weird. I shouldn't have picked the book up. I should have kept my finger on the page. Oh, here. Is this it? Yes, here it is. I got it. Okay. So we want cinnamon sticks. So write it down. Cinnamon sticks. Not the cinnamon powder. We want cinnamon sticks. Okay? Cinnamon sticks. We want nutmeg. We want cloves. We want cardamom. Star anise. Or anise. Not anise. Not star anise, but star anise or anise. We want vanilla bean. And black pepper. And that should cover us for the first two classes. All right, so place an order for the Blancos of Luna Nueva off of Ferment and Still, or you can find it in some stores out there as well. Santa Leza can be found at some stores as well, or you can buy it off of Ferment and Still. They have it in stock there. Carrera Blanco, the Lote CTB 045, which is the one we'll be drinking. Make sure when you see it in the store that it's the Lote CTB 045. It says it right on the back, the lower label. You'll see it right there, that printing. It'll say the Lote right there. CTB 045 Carrera. And Viva Mexico Blanco looks like this. May have a white wrapper around it at Total Wine if you see it there. But Viva Mexico, we're going to do this one too. Okay? So, grab those ingredients. There should be enough to cover 2 weeks of worth of classes there too. We're going to do some fruit as well on the second week, but we can go to the grocery store and get fruit. I can tell you what that will be next week, so you can go grab that. But that will be the list of what you need for the next 2 weeks, and then pick up the tequila. That will be week 3. Okay, so week 3 we'll start jumping into the tequila. Okay, grab a journal. Like I use like this, bounded books like this, like writing journals, and bring a pen and a book so you can do your tasting journal. and we're gonna get serious about this stuff. It's gonna be super cool. I hope you guys are excited as excited about it as I am. All right, so that's your to do for the masterclass. And then and we'll go from there. I'll have more stuff for you, for a couple weeks out next week. I'm trying to remember if there's anything I'm forgetting. I don't think there is. All right. So any questions, any comments, anything you guys want to add right now and talk about? We got a little time. We got 20 minutes. So now with these spices, grab fresh stuff. Even if you have it in your kitchen, grab fresh bottles from the grocery store. I'm going to go buy fresh bottles from the grocery store because you want the freshest stuff right now. We don't want to use old stale spices and stuff. So let's grab fresh bottles from the shelves in the grocery store. And these will be your private spices. So it's going to be fun. You guys are going to love it. It's cool. All right, so any other questions? Anything else you guys want to talk about? I will tell you too. I did tell you, didn't I tell you that I have a bottle of the Carrera 54 coming in. Should be here tonight. So I'll do a review of that tomorrow. I'm also going to do a review of the Viva Mexico 5-year extra añejo, the 5-year Viva Mexico extra añejo. No, they don't have to be whole. So you can buy them in the jars, but just you fresh stuff. We don't want stuff that's been open in your pantry and stuff for years and stuff. We want it fresh, so it still has a good potency and stuff to it. But it doesn't have to be whole fresh. It doesn't have to be whole. It could be in the little spice jars and stuff that you buy in the grocery store. Those would be just fine. If you want to buy whole fresh stuff, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. But the little jars will work. But we just want newer, supply, a newer inventory. The 5-year Viva was amazing with this. Oh, nice, cool. Well, I can't look for. You know what? That's the Carrera. Should I get it now? Should I go get it and open it for you guys? What do you think? Should I go to the front door and get it and open it? You guys want to see the 54 Carrera bottle before I do the review? Do you? Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it? Do you? Should I get it? Yes? Do it? Yes? Okay. All right, hold on. Bummer, it was a cat setting off my Ring doorbell. Bummer. I was so excited. Let me see if it's out for delivery right now. Cats. They have to walk across our porch and set off our Ring doorbell at the worst times. me see. Oops. Oh, hold on. Oh. There it is. Okay. Well, it's not here yet. So, no, it's not being delivered yet. So, false alarm. Sounds like I got 2 of them. Yeah, that's how good they are. Exactly. The neighborhood cats sit on the front porch, and they come through the front porch from the bushes and set off the ringing doorbell. My dogs are inside dogs, so they don't mess with them at all, but they just sit and you can hear them bark occasionally at the front door. But, you know, there's one of my cat hounds right there. Where is she here? Oh, come on, where are you, Pasha? There she is, right there. See, I have one. I have 2. She's okay. She's fine. Come here. Come here, Pasha. Come here. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh. This is one of my cat hounds, but she doesn't do a very good job of keeping the cats off the front porch, do you? No. No, you don't. All right, so what other questions you guys have for me here before we call it a night? Anything else? Any questions you have about the masterclass or anything you want to know real quick before we call it a night? Hopefully that Carrera shows up today and it's not delayed. No? Okay, we'll get on those to-do lists. Get your stuff for the class for next Tuesday. I will do a live stream on Thursday this week, so make sure you set it on your calendar. Thursday at 7 p.m. We're changing the dates from Fridays to Thursdays. You guys asked to do that, so we'll have it all set up for then. So hopefully we'll see you guys on Thursday. Have a great night, and like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. And cats, right? Delicious cats. Awesome. So, try some of this stuff off the 6 brands list if you haven't tried it already, and you'll see what good tequila's like.